Welcome back. This is the update for Wednesday, the 6th of October. And there was 5 or 6 dividend payments. I was actually pretty relieved that there was only 6 because there's been 44 so far, now 48 dividend payments this week since 9 a.m. on Monday. So the 6 payments, there was 1 return of capital, the rest were ordinary dividends, and 3 of them were from ETFs. There's 2 Vanguard ETFs and 1 SPDR ETF. But I'll get into them now. There was also a return of capital from Suro Capital Company, which had a bit of extra information. Suro Capital Corp has distributed cash of $1.58 per share and stock with a ratio of 0.04 new shares per 1 old. So if you owned 1 share, you could get 0.04 of another share. But because I didn't, it's not available, sorry. Because it's not available on this platform, the additional shares were sold on the market and the proceeds were distributed in the form of cash combined with the regular dividend cash payment. So I think I have €2 or something in Suro Capital. I'll do this one first. Suro Capital ticker symbol is SSSS. It's about $12, $12.50 per share at the moment. So I had €2 invested and I received a return of capital of 18 cents. So I got nearly 10% of my investment back tax-free. But because it was so small, it's nothing significant, but just goes to show that events like this can happen. So it's formerly known as Sutter Rock Capital Corporation. It's an investment fund that seeks to invest in venture-backed private companies. And it seeks to create a portfolio of private companies via a repeatable investment approach, as well as to provide investors with access to such companies through its publicly traded common stock. So it's in the miscellaneous financial services industry. Dividend yield, dividend yield is 3.81%. And I have not received a dividend from them. This was the first payment, and it was a return of capital of $2.19 per share. So it's quite a lot compared to a price of a single share. So its quarterly profit margin is 12,000%. I've never seen that before. Very nice. And its annual profit margin is 4,000%. Also very nice. This could be a very interesting one. Its quarterly debt to assets is basically nothing. It impresses me more and more. Its annual debt to assets is 37%. Its annual cash flow from operating is negative $23.62 million, and from financing is $24.5 million. I'm glad I started with this one first. More people will see it. This is very interesting. I'm actually going to look into these later on in my spare time and see what's up. 12,000% quarterly profit margin. Ooh. Number 2 was the SPDR UK or S&P UK Dividend Aristocrats ETF. Ticker symbol is UKDV. It's traded on the London Stock Exchange. It's about £10.73 per share at the moment. It's on a bit of a downtrend. And this is the only information they usually give for ETFs. It's quite basic. But I've said in a previous video that I haven't done a breakdown of my ETFs yet, so I'll get onto that. So I think I have a good few now. The next dividend payment came from Croda International. Ticker symbol is CRDA. So it's falling from quite a nice peak. Currently 21% up, and up here it probably would have been a lot higher. But it appears to be coming down to more realistic prices. So it's trading for about £84.69 per share, based in the UK, and it's in the healthcare sector in the biotechnology and drugs industry. It's a UK-based specialty chemical company, and its marketing and research activities are organised into 4 global market sectors, which are personal care, life sciences, performance technologies, and industrial chemicals. Current dividend yield is 1%, and it pays a dividend twice a year. This was for 43.5 pence per share, but it was the first payment I received from them. It was an ordinary payment. Its quarterly profit margin is 16.5%, and over the last year is 14.5%. Quarterly debt to assets is about 48.5%, and annually is about 47.5%. And its annual cash flow from operating is £287 million. From investing is negative £991.9 million, and from financing is about £722 million. Next was Best Buy. Ticker symbol is BBY. So it's about $105 per share at the moment. And it's in the retail, the technology industry of the services sector. It's a provider of consumer technology products and services. So the company offers a range of merchandise and services to its customers, which includes consumer electronics, appliances, computing devices, mobile phones, entertainment, and other products. Current dividend yield is 2.46%. Pays a dividend every quarter, and this was an ordinary payment of 59 cents per share, which is the first I've received from them. Quarterly profit margin is about 3.3%, and annually is about the same, 3.8%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 81%, and annually is about 76%. And its annual cash flow from operating is 4.93 billion. From investing is negative 788 million, and from financing is negative 876 million. The next was another ETF, the Vanguard FTSE All-World High Dividend Yield ETF. Ticker symbol is VHYL. So it's about £45.5 per share. It's on the London Stock Exchange. And this payment was an ordinary payment of 37 pence per share, which is down a little bit from the previous 44 pence per share, because this pays every quarter, so the dividends are, they're not like semi-annual ones where they'll be drastically different. They're supposed to be roughly the same, but not always. Quite a bit of fluctuations here and there. And the last was another ETF. This is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Ticker symbol is VUSA. It's also on the London Stock Exchange, trading for about £61 per share. And this dividend payment was another ordinary payment. It was for 18 pence per share, and the previous was 16 pence per share, so it's gone up a little bit. Yeah, that was all for today. Wasn't too eventful, thank God. I wasn't really up for another 22 stock video. It takes a good few, about 2 hours to make, and my editing skills are terrible, so I have to spend quite a lot of extra time on that. But that was it, and I hope that you stop by again soon and that you found this useful.